好，我想问一下，这个山这个就已经是哈萨克斯坦了吗？
就是对嘛，那这个里面就不让进啊。
不让进。In the mountaintop, we can take in the whole place. On the hillside is the new village, and right in front of me, mountain, Kazakhstan. This is a cold morning in this beautiful border village. It's freezing outside. I'm here in Bourjing County, and I've just applied for this travel permit for the surrounding border areas, including those places close to Kazakhstan, Russia, and Mongolia. And first, we're heading west to the Kazakhstan border. There's a small village called Baihaba. It's home to Kazakh people and the Tuwa people. So with this, we're ready to go. In this episode, we're heading to the China-Kazakhstan border. Following a river valley where Kazakhstan lies to the west and China to the east, right on the edge of this borderline sits this snow village of Baihaba. So here is China. Kazakhstan is right over there, the mountain, and the border is the river valley. Morning guys, welcome to Baihaba. So here's where I stayed last night. It's a guest house converted from an old wooden house. Just let me show you. So let's have a look outside. 开始吗？可以吃个早饭。
不用。
好。
对，就那个门，小门。
哦。
阿姨。阿姨。
阿姨。
阿姨。来喝牛奶，吃早餐。
好。加个什么？This is the home of a Kazakh family. They rent out their courtyards as a guest house and provide food and milk for tourists. Rahmet. 哦，是这么吃的。
对，这样子吃。对，它的小丫头那儿子的，阿亚鲁，它名字阿亚鲁。
阿亚鲁。
这个15月份吧，跳，跳。
This mom has 3 kids, and she told me they've all graduated from university and now live in the city. Her family rents out 16 rooms in this village for their guest house business under a 10-year contract. earning about 50,000 renminbi per year for each room. 啊，你们都新修了这里面。
老哈2个，儿子来了那个房子。
哦，挺暖和的这里面，这个都新装修了。
对，今年装修以后，去年的我们老哈2个冻死了，
冻死了。
今年7月份装修。
昨天洗的。
昨天洗。
你们为什么不晾在里面呢？
就一般3天4天嘛，好房子那个上以后它好。
晾在外面好。
好，这个棚这个样子来。
On the cold highland pastures in winter, it's common to see clothes hanging out like this. Drying them in the freezing air helps kill bacteria and bring them the fresh smell of winter frost. 那一天能有上千的收入？好几千呢。1000多。1000多一天。冬天。夏天
2000多。夏天那个人多得很啊。
This is a cold morning in this beautiful border village. It's freezing outside. I'm in what used to be the locals' old living area, 老Baihaba村. So now as tourism has fastly developed around this place these 2 years, you can find rooms from around 100 renminbi to over 1,000 a night. So like many herders just rent out their houses or courtyards to outsiders doing some business, like running hostels or restaurants and anything others. So from this, for many families in this village, it kind of provides them a very decent income. Baihaba, also called Akhaba, means the village along the White Haba River. Originally, it was a mixed settlement of Kazakhs and Tuwa people. The Tuwa adhere to Tibetan Buddhism while the Kazakhs are Muslim. But one thing in common here, they've all lived a nomadic life in this borderland pasture for generations. Salim， 看一下，你们这是在造什么呀？盖房子。哦，这样一个房子要盖多久？
这个十几天。
10几天就盖好了。就这样的吗？
对。
你像这样造一个这样的房子要花多少钱？
这个？一间1万多块钱。
一间1万多。那这有几间
？3万多。
哦。这是盖来自己住吗？还是？
不是，人家的这个我们包盖。
做民宿。你从哪里来？
我们哈巴河。
哈巴河的。那这些木头也是从那边运过来的？
木头。
从哈巴河运过来的？
不是，他自己拿过来，我们盖，他们自己拿过来这个。
好。 Altai region is best known as the home of the Tuwa people, a community of less than 3,000 in China today. Officially, they are classified as Mongolian, though their language is quite distinct. There is a small primary school in this village too, where Tuwa children learn Tuwa language, Mongolian, Kazakh, and Chinese. And I met a Tuwa girl in her family's shop where she was helping out with the store. This sign up ahead says Rural Comprehensive Service Center, 农村综合服务社. It's basically a small shop where villagers buy daily supplies, pick up packages, and take care of some errands here. 买咖啡。
对方应该差不多可以，但是我们可以用那个他们的语言交流。
你们也会说哈萨克语，
对
然后你们也说自己的图瓦语，
对
也说普通话。
对。
用图瓦语打招呼的话怎么说呢
Mendexle。
？Mendexle。Mendexle。你在这里休息。
嗯。
So the room facing the road works as a shop, and more wooden houses behind it are where the family members live. Now she's taking me to one of those rooms that was newly renovated this past summer. They've added running water, heating, and insulation, so it stays warm even in winter. This is your house?
对，差不多就这样。哎，坐可以坐。家里没人，平时很少来这儿。
啊，这边是厨房。
对，这边是厨房。
这柜子好漂亮。
嗯，那是以前的柜子。
哦。
很早的。不像以前的房子，这边的房子现在都已经基本上装修好的那种，不像以前那种房子。以前那种的房子里面不像这样。
不像这样。
嗯嗯。
有什么不一样呢？
不一样的就这个没有，然后厕所没有，其他都有。
哦，就都是这样的木头建的。
对，木头建的，没有这些板子。
哦。这个是什么？
那个是，就像那个什么，祭拜的。
凑近一点看一下这个吗？
可以。
The Tuwa people follow Tibetan Buddhism, and this small shrine on the wall is where they worship at home. 这个是什么呀？
那个是剑，是剑。
哦。是羊毛做的吗？
对，应该是羊毛做的。这里面放那种里面有东西，这里面放剑，这里面放那个圆球。
I think this is the locals' original wooden houses and yurt. But the girl in the shop just said they won't live in the yurt in this very cold winter. They just used it as a storage house for keeping all their stuff that would be used in summer. And in winter, they stay in the wooden house. in the mountaintop we can take in the whole place. On the hillside is the new village, and on my right hand side, this lower part is the old village where we start today. And right in front of me, mountain, Kazakhstan. That's so beautiful. Baihaba, Tuwa, Aobao. So Aobao is like a sacred pile of stones. The Tuwa people in Mongolian originally used it as a landmark or boundary marker for grazing areas, and it also serves as a spiritual site for worship. So this is the place the shop owner was talking about. They're Aobao. So in summer, Tuwa people, they will hold festivals here. Someone saying hello to me. Tuwa people are mainly lived in Russia, Mongolia, and China. The Tuwa people in China split it from the main group in the early 19th century and settled in the Altai region of Xinjiang. Today, their language has diverged from the Tuwa spoken in Russia and Mongolia. They've become a distinct cultural group of their own and have adopted many of the manners and customs of the surrounding Mongolian or Kazakh tribes.你好，我想问一下，这个山这个就已经是哈萨克斯坦了吗？
就是对嘛，那这个里面就不让进啊。
不让进。这个分界线就是下面那个河流了。
那前面一点所谓嘛。
这个小学现在是哈语小学还是图瓦语小学？
蒙古。这个哈语小学。
是个哈语小学。那个哈语小学和图瓦小学是分开的吗？
就一个小学。
哦。都在这里上学。
一个村子一个，再没有了。
哦，好的，谢谢。走吧，回。走。This elementary school is probably the closest one to the border in China. It was built back in 1932, originally for Tuwa kids. But now all the children in this village will go to school here. And the Tuwa language is only spoken, so there is no written form for it. And local schools here are using Mongolian script as the medium for the written textbook when they are teaching Tuwa language. So here is the Grand Canyon between China and Kazakhstan borderline. Oh, look. There is a coffee car. Many people are taking photo here. Got a dog here. Good wish cards.哎，老板，这边农家院冬天开业吗？
不开，
没有，
过两天，
过2天才开。
过2天开，
什么时间呢？
大概3、4天吧，是吧？15天了吧，还没动作，刚刚来了。
哦，你们是下面百哈巴村来的吗？
是的。
哦，
本地吧，餐厅在这个地方没下面一样，这个地方开业了。
哦，夏天开吗？
夏天开的。
哦，那过10几天开来做什么？
过1天开的就是火锅呀那种的东西我们就搞的。
哦，
其他的咱不知道了，还是做饭那种的那个东西出来了，好喝的东西出来了，不好喝的东西不出来了。
过几天开餐厅，然后夏天这里可以住宿是吧？
可以住宿。
哦，好吧。
你是哪里的？
我是过来玩的，从乌鲁木齐过来。
哦，玩。
嗯。现在去喀纳斯那边，刚从百哈巴上来呢。哦，我是。